How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Project Castaway. I know it's been coming up on 3 months since I played this last. Uh, they apparently have made a lot of quality of life updates here lately, which that's what I've been waiting for. Fixed animal respawns. Uh, just basically did a slight overhaul on a few things, and they brought the music back, which is nice. Which, as you can tell, I've got music now. It used to be just the ambient noises. So that's nice. The sound has actually been broken for a long time. Trying to be on the lookout for predators because they supposedly are going to have them respawning now, which is going to add, a little bit of challenge to the game. I know they've changed some of the resource spawn in. Why did the music stop? But I figured it might be a while before we got back in it, which it has been. We still got quite a few parts left for the plane. Let's see. Yeah. The valves and the fuel drums are going to be the hardest part, but the circuit boards shouldn't be too bad. If they did fix the spawn rate on the salvageables around, and the cooling units shouldn't be bad either. It's just going to be the valves, fuel drums that we have not been able to find. Ooh, there's a little bit of lag. All right, there we go. Got some music back. That's nice. Here's all of our artifacts. We're gonna dead. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, either it's dead or it's about to be. I think it was like 20 real world minutes, like not in game for the animal respawns. Once you're in, I think that's what it said in the update notes. So I'm hoping our body temperature is still at 99. I don't know why we're so hot, but there it goes. It's dropping. I guess we were standing by a fire before we saved it. I'm just going to do a quick run around the island, check for resources. Probably just a metal barrel. Yeah. Doubt there's anything off in the water. I wonder if they fixed the issues going in the water. And also, there was apparently a glitch where if you were trying to dive underwater and you swam backwards, you could fly. That they fixed, and I was not aware of that. Also, the plane chassis, the crafted plane chassis can be crafted, not crafted, it can be tracked with your GPS tracker now. If I can even remember how to get that open. Jesus, it's been so long. Oh, that's what, Tab brings in my backpack. We'll mess with that. Or was it Alt or Control? Yeah, Alt. Okay, let's see. GPS radar. Can I not pull it out? There it goes. Yeah, it's looking like it's over there. Looks like a plane emerald. Let's check that out. I think this island's pretty well tapped out, and hopefully by the time we get to another island, there'll be some resources spawned. That would be amazing, but I'm not going to lean too heavily on it. Like, it seems like the developer is also working on a lot of, I guess I would consider them unnecessary. Like, they're basically working on expanding the game's multiplayer aspect. And I don't feel that is something that should be on there. Yeah, there's the plane on our GPS tracker. That's kind of nice. It kind of gives a little purpose to the GPS tracker other than basically being a useless item. But yeah, they're working on quite a bit for this, and I know it's a single developer and all, but I see there's like achievements to escape the islands within 15 days and stuff of the sorts. I don't think we can even escape yet. That's the issue. But we're going to continue on, see if the raft physics have fixed. Yeah, they fixed what it was the it was more noticeable on the larger crafts. Always the flies. They fixed, yeah, they fixed the climbing up here, which was, it was a little off. Nothing too bad. I don't want to start building. I want to raise, which I think is weird. We raise them to, I guess we're raising the cells. I guess you can consider that, not lowering the cells. But yeah, the issue with the raft was the collision point was set in the center of the raft. And once you got out so big, it was too far away from the center of the raft, and it caused a lot of collision issues. Which I don't know why that went unknown for so long during an update. I don't see any reason for it, but I'm also not a game developer. But there's been a lot of stuff that I have been very picky about that seems to have been addressed, other than knowingly having the resources spawning appropriately to where you can actually finish the plane. Because once we finish the plane, we can get out. And apparently it's just pretty much RNG, just luck of the draw to find the materials you need to craft it. And apparently my RNG has been absolute dog shit. Because as far as I'm aware, people have steadily been able to pretty much finish the game. Now, I know there was originally a quest line about, they put in the game and they immediately took it out to find an island. Oh, that's some different music. At least we have something other than ambient noises going on. That's kind of nice. Kind of helps break up the monotony of the game and kind of feels a little different. Still looks pretty damn good, but we're going to see what all is going on in the game. Hopefully we can find some good materials that are usable, and hopefully soon we'll get the plane built and be able to get out of here. Oh yeah, also they did change the field of view where you can turn, because you used to only be able to turn like this, and they added where I can actually turn further to see when steering the boat. Let's see if I can still get underwater. Yeah, so far I can. So we're gonna run around this island, check stuff out. We gotta have to get some water in us and also get some food going. We can still... What's going on there, buddy? You seem to be having some issues. Yep. I'm also curious. Let's see. Where'd that snail go? Really? Huh. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, we have food in here. I'm gonna drop that. Let me eat some of that. Just gonna drop this extra stockpile items. I don't remember having them, but I'm pretty sure the snail that we had is gone to the abyss. All these potatoes will probably go bad. And we'll keep the bandit. No, fuck. Kava kava. Yeah, whatever. Shark tooth. Yeah, we don't need that. Yep, and the snail that we picked up is gone. So that's wonderful. Let's see if we can get it out. Yep, there it is. Don't want... They have to fix that. That was an issue that was supposedly fixed in the very beginning, and it apparently got fucked up again. I do need to check all of my containers off the island, and I think we got a little issue here. But nothing too game breaking. But yeah, I need to check all the containers again, check all the islands again, and really see if stuff has been fixed. I am enjoying the music. It does help the game not feel as desolate. So it's kind of nice. And a lot of this stuff was added, this music was added back from, I think, the original playtest. I think it's what it said they had it from. I'd have to look back in the notes to verify that, but it's kind of nice. Oh, and they fixed this area. I think this is the area with the lagoon. Yeah, they widened it out and yeah, right here. Here we go. They widened it out right here and deepened it. Because before you could just walk through it and there was rocks in the way. But they kind of carved that area out so you can actually get in here with your raft, which is nice. And also that helps make sense if the sharks were in there, like the ones you killed shouldn't respawn, which I don't know if they're going to respawn back here or not. Let's check around here. Now, I did figure there would be more stuff in this area originally, but there wasn't. It's just this flag up here that keeps popping back up. Let's see if we can get up here. I'm going to take that damn flag down. I don't know why. Oh, of course, I got to have my damn... Come on. Come on. Got a pirate flag, rope, large stick. It looks like they changed the scale of the start building and all that stuff. Like it's kind of nice. They're reworking some things. There's my original raft that I got in here with, so I didn't have to deal with the sharks as much. I mean, so far with what they've worked on, the game it feels better at the very least. Okay, now we're starting to get stones. It's been a while since I've actually seen stones laying around, at least that I've noticed. I probably missed so many of them because I haven't really needed them. I know they want to start working on more stuff to do in the water, because if you're just stuck to islands, there's really no reason even to mess with the sharks other than, the special weapons and stuff you get. I'm just hoping they really start picking up and taking care of some things. I noticed, I don't think I've seen any of the new plants and stuff they've put in yet. I don't even remember what the tree was that they said they put in that I haven't found yet. But when I see it, I will know. Fir tree. Jesus Christ, I forgot how weak our fucking ankles are in this game. Took a moderate hop and took a decent amount of damage from it. And I'm hoping they reworked some of the sunburn aspect and everything of the game as well, because it's never been that good. Like, it just randomly will decide when you get it. I know originally it was like, oh, if you're completely underneath the water, it's not going to affect you. But then as soon as you pop up out of the water, it would proc the sunburn effect. And it seems that's been toned down a little bit. Yeah, this place, I think, was more of a heavily resourced island, on the land than anything. But we're going to hop over there straight to that island straight in front of me and check around it. Just make our rounds, check for resources, give the game time to spawn these resources in. If that works, that would be awesome. I guess a sip of water, get filled up. Man, we might get some sleep. And also, they are going to be working on getting what you call it. As a matter of fact, we're just gonna go ahead. And no, it's only 2:13 p.m. So we're not gonna do that. Oh, there's nah, I done forgot what I was even gonna fucking say. Oh well. That will be alright. We have plenty of time for my brain to finally work appropriately. Let's get the raft pushed back a little bit. Maybe. Oh, don't tell me it's fucking stuck up here. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. They're supposed to be working on they might already have it in here. Building a base on the raft, like, you know, to actually build an actual structure other than this setup, you know. We're going to take off, get over here to this other island, see if there's anything there. Hopefully there's some resources available to us. Because if we go around for I'd probably give, you know, actually in 1 hour in, you know, of actually playing the game, we should have something noticeable. If not, I'll be a little upset about it, but I'll live. See if this still fucks anything up. We're going to jump. Yep. Okay. Yeah, they did fix that. I did remember seeing that in the notes as well. So thank you very much, developer. I appreciate it. Quality of life updates are better than absolutely nothing, I would say. I'm hoping, really, really hoping to see big improvements here soon. Because this game was very, very enjoyable in the beginning, and then it just got... I'm trying to think of how to word it appropriately. It got very stale very quickly, just because of the lack of respawn rates. Of anything, there's really no danger in the game other than the sharks, which oddly enough I haven't seen any this time around. Usually I've seen quite a few fins and shadows in the water, and also there are snakes, supposedly in this new update, if I do remember correctly, or that might be something they're working on putting in the game. But apparently you're supposed to be able to skin them for leather as well, which would be kind of nice, but I also don't know what kind of potential dangers that has in store for us. We're going to pull up over here just past the edge of the rock right there, park the raft, and check out this little island, because it was pretty resourceful for the size of the island when we originally found it. Damn, it is getting dark quick. Yep. Of course, skybox as always looks amazing. Just gonna whip this thing right up over here. Just gonna get ready to park it. Still wish there was a way that we could actually... I don't remember if there was a way I can actually move it. Did my hammer break? No, it's right there. Let's check something real quick. Start building. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so we're not going to do that. I need to... My water collectors on here don't collect water, sadly. That'll be all right. We're going to get some rest, get up, explore during the daytime, see how it goes. All right, we are well rested. We got some daylight out here. Ooh, it's very bright, very bright. Let's look around. You know, I still haven't messed with the mushrooms. Apparently, they did a lot of stuff with the disassembly table as well, which is something I would consider unnecessary. Ooh, coconut. Get that. Get a couple of these coconuts. Get our hydration up. See, maybe 2 of those. Yeah, they're a plentiful resource. But yeah, I'm not. You know, a lot of these animals I think I killed originally, like the turtles and stuff that were here that never came back, and they're back running around now, so that's nice. Plentiful rocks. Painters were out here, I believe. Yep. Of course, there's nothing in there. Yes, a little gulp of air. Yeah, containers are empty, which I figured they would be, but I wanted to check just to be sure. That's where a lot of people said they found, according to the forums, they found the barrels and stuff for the plane. But these are just standard metal barrels. That's a very misplaced looking rock. It doesn't look like it naturally belongs there, which, you know, it is a very early access single developer game. So I do have to try my best to keep that in mind when I'm critiquing the game, because I don't want to seem, I guess, hateful, because it is, I know there's a lot of work that goes into this. And I would hate for somebody to get discouraged from doing something just because of a comment that anyone was to say about it. But yeah, there's nothing really going on here at this island, which I didn't figure there would be. I just wanted to check. I'm just going to make my rounds like I usually do, check some things out. Take that. We don't want peppermint tea bag. Don't. The brewing cup has basically been useless so far, but because even though it's boiling water, as soon as you take it off, it wouldn't do anything. I need to check that out and see if that's actually still the case. But that can wait for another time. Need to go there. And we need to go there. Then our music kicks back in. I wonder what's triggering the music to kick in. It's not on. It doesn't seem like it's on a loop. It seems like when I'm getting, like, when I first started walking around, it gave it to me, the music. When I'm starting the raft up, it gives me the music. When I first get on an island, it gives me some music. So I'm wondering what the process is behind that. Oh yeah, and apparently there was new crafting recipes. We'll check that real quick. We'll just get turned, more or less. We'll, let's see. Yeah. Got an information tab. Okay. Oh, there's more that. Okay, that's a little messed up. Okay, let's get out of that real quick. I don't want to be out here turning circles. Just gonna make sure we're heading straight that way. Let's check all this stuff. So we got the bronze shield. I don't have that. Looks like a bracelet of some sort. It was like almost like some sort of bowl or bucket. Some sort of necklace. Another ring. Huh. Yeah, they've got to, like, the words are hanging off the book, so they're gonna have to adjust that a little bit. Okay, bottled notes. I don't know. Well, that's We'll take a good look at that once we get over here, so we don't crash our wonderful, glorious watercraft up on the beach and then have to fight the physics of the game to get it off. That's always been a concern of mine. At least get over here, quit moving, and then check it out. Looks like that rock over there looks newish. I don't remember it being there, but it has been a while since I played too. Let's get parked right here. Let's take a gander at the book. Okay. So we've got, let's see. Okay, nothing there. Potato plant, yucca, gooseberry, Hawaiian berry, raspberry. All this stuff is pretty standard. High temperature, starfish plant, lemongrass. All this stuff seems to be all right. Okay, so lacerations are a thing. The coca plant. Okay. Got lacerations. Okay. Hyperthermia. Let's get out of that. Let's get cooled off real quick. Jump down in the water. Drop that body temp down. Let's go get in some shade and hope we don't die. Okay. Jesus Christ, I'm in the shade. See if my temperature still goes up. We're going to have to figure a few things out here and there, but I think we'll be all right with it either way. Okay, temperature's going up. That means it has to be a crafted shelter to shade us from the sun. I think that still holds the same as it did the last time I played. So we'll get over here. I think we got a little, yeah, we got a little lean-to and stuff over here. See if it helps any. Technically, I'm underneath it. Let's see if it drops any. Nope, it is going up. Okay, so we do have at least a few. I'm gonna build this. We're gonna see how it goes. I don't think this was quite a. Okay, can't do that. Oh, so I have to have. Let's go up. I'm going to have a foundation of sorts. Let's see. Okay. Let's build something kind of there. We haven't built in a while, so the snapping is not Not the best. And I know they are supposed to be working on this as well, so go. Let's check it out. Let's just build some shit and see how it goes. How about that? Okay, and it seems like the durability is working a little bit better now. Or maybe it's just these special blueprint weapons actually have better durability than usual. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to find out. Oh no. Okay. At least got this built up. I don't know if I can even destroy these stumps. It does not seem like I can. So we're also, that's not what I wanted to do. Also, supposedly they have fixed the steps as well. And now, yeah, there we go. They have fixed the steps slightly to where they actually will they'll get into the ground a little bit better. So that way, if you have uneven territory, they can actually, steps will actually clip into the ground and actually connect to your structure for a little bit better, I guess, quality of life in the game itself. Oh no, we're gonna get hypothermia. Oh no. It's gonna get us a little fire going. Hey, we really gotta. Oh my god, it's bright as shit. Yeah, they're gonna have to fix that most definitely. But at least I have a shelter from the rain here. Get warmed up. And continue exploring. Oh, there's the other log that I was missing. I did not realize it was in the tree. Let's get warmed up. And we're gonna run around the island and see what we can find. Oh yeah. While I'm thinking about it, I need to go through here, and it said there was new craftables. Furnace, we already know that. Standing torch. Apparently they've done some work to those as well. Palm bed, lean to shelter, tent. Nothing big. There we go. Drop box, large drop box, huge drop box. Yeah, I don't remember the huge drop box being in there, but it probably was. So let's check through here to see what new craftables we have. If we have them, or maybe we have to find blueprints for them. I don't know. So wooden torch, all this stuff seems pretty standard. I mean, honestly, the spades are kind of a waste. There's really no reason to dig yet. Nothing new that I'm seeing quite at the moment. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be honeycomb here, and I don't think I've even seen any bees. We got raft stuff right there, raft roof. One slice flag farming. Like again, all this stuff could be stuff that they're working on. I'm just remembered incorrectly. I know like the prep and disassembly table, they've changed stuff about that. The assembly table is supposed to give you pretty much at least one item back no matter what. I had really never seen a reason to use the assembly table or the prep table. The cooking aspect of the game is kind of lackluster, I would say. Metal shelf, meat smokehouse. We've already got all that. Extension belt, hornet shark, spider. Probably have snake repellent too if there is going to be snakes in here. Bone meal sack, mulch sack, lavender all spray. I mean, oh, I haven't made the cleaver yet. I did not know that was a thing. Maybe that's something you have to have for the prep table to even be functional. Probably something I've overlooked. Okay. We got all that. Oh, you can craft this shit now. What? Before wait, no. We have to have fuel drums, plastic, silver ingots. We gotta have 25 silver ingots. And no, I don't think that's what it wants us. I think that's what we have to, what all is needed to make that on the plane. I don't think that's something that we're going to find. This is just saying all like, hey, these are all the parts we're going to need. Okay, I was about to be very, very pissed off. It's like, hell, that's all I need, but we don't have fuel drums. That's the only thing. But it's daytime at least. Let's get us a snack in. Let's go ahead and eat the cooked fish fillet. And let's check the island out, see what we got. Doesn't seem anything's changed. You know what? We're gonna have beer. Oh, shit. Okay, well, first shark of the day. That was unsettling. He looks a little bit bigger than I'm used to. But I'm not seeing any new craftables or debris anywhere that's going to be able to be broke down here. And also still haven't seen any of the predators in the game other than the sharks, which obviously right there might be hard for y'all to see, but I can see it pretty damn well. I'm just trying my best to remain optimistic. Like I said, there's a couple items, new items added in, the artifacts that we have not found yet, which is kind of sad. I'm not really 100% sure where they would be, just to be honest. Let's get up here, check it out. Hopefully the spider's not back, 'cause that would suck. Oh, stink bug. Oh, rotten salmon. I was like, what is that? It's the Black Widow. Yeah, we're gonna ease our way down. It's probably not gonna feel good. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, shark out there. But yeah, there's like, again, I know it's a work in progress. I know that, but there's got to be some sense of danger in the game. I can understand there's like, not like an endless, just instant spawn cycle of the threats around us, but there's always got to be something. Crank hard to the right. We're going to drift around here. I think the lighthouse island is over here on the other side. I'm just hoping to see something. But so far, the small quality of life improvements, as long as they work, I'm all right with it. We're stuck on land. Let's get it shoved out. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, no, we're not. It's not the lighthouse island. That's the plane crash island. We're going to our original home away from home until we built this behemoth. Our body temperature is skyrocketing, which that is going to add a sense of danger between navigating to and from islands without a proper raft. So yeah, let's get over here and see what we got going on. Yeah, we're just gonna kick back on the bed since we do have makeshift shelter and see if that helps our temperature go down. Yeah, okay, it does. So these do count as a shelter. That is nice to know. Can't look around when I'm in this state, but that's fine. Now let's get up. Hopefully it doesn't fling us off or anything. We haven't actually tried to lay on the bed while the raft is moving. So That's weird. The sticks are almost transparent. So I got our old Wilson buddy up here. Assembly table, prep table. I guess I do need to try and get some meat on there and get the cleaver and mess with all that stuff eventually. But as I said, it's not really all that necessary currently. Well, let's get over here. I think our shelter is to the left. Yeah, I think it's down here. Oh yeah, we gonna fucking burn up. At least we're not getting the sun burn and all that stuff still. It's kind of nice that we're not having to worry about that as much as we were at one point. Which it still was never too troublesome. It was just one of those things that seemed like it happened randomly and too often. All right. We'll get dunked down in the water. Okay. Oh, no. Listen here, fuckers. Go away. I will shoot you right in the face. They don't want the smoke, and neither do I. Especially when we're doing an update check-in. Yeah, but I remember when this game came out, like it was just overwhelmingly, like it just felt like it was just going to be, you know, one of those games that was just going to stand above the rest. I said it kind of stagnated after a while, and I feel like it dropped off pretty fucking hard. Let's get in here and get some shade. Got some coconuts. We got some metal scrap, man. We have a lot of bandages. A lot of them. I forgot we were going around crafting all of those bandages and everything for so long. Oh, goodness. Temperature's dropping slowly. Granite. I don't think we have any silver. Some copper shards. Let's do some rounds out here in the water as per usual. And we'll see how things are faring. So far I'm about an hour in the game. Okay, our temperature will drop with the rain. But an hour in and not... Ooh, lamp. We'll see what comes out of this. Power cell, glass. I'll just pick all this shit up. Fuck it. It's hard to see. Plastic. I mean, not really a whole lot came from that. But that's a small stick. I'll take it. I wish I could really find a use for the tires. Like, it'd be cool. Like I said, I think I've mentioned it before, like being able to like craft like cloth. I'll take it. I don't want that metal sheet. And you get out of here. Get the cloth. But it'd be nice if you could craft like a little buggy that you could roll around on the islands to collect stuff. That way you didn't have to rely on inventory space to do it and make trips back and forth as you're collecting things. That would really be ideal. Let's get some lemongrass. I think we can make a lemongrass tea. I think it's what it is. I might give that a shot if I feel up to it. Small sticks and cloth are always usable. Never any complaints there. Oh, surfboard. I think it's the first time I've seen an actual surfboard floating in the water and not just there. Bug repellent. See if our shark boys are over here. They're usually right up here, just around this corner, kind of right there past those rocks, if I remember correctly. It doesn't seem they are, because I want to say it was generally in this area they were in, unless they're down deeper. I don't know. We shall never know. Yeah, that would not be fun to drop in right on top of a shark. A lot of screws here. Well, yeah, I figured it had been a while since we had played and really let the game update. Hello, shark. So, like I said, I wanted to give it time to update a little bit, really see if anything would have changed. But right now, I said, almost an hour in, it's, oh, that was a weird lag. Almost an hour in, it's looking about the same. I'm not seeing any of the predators. There's not really a lot of, I guess I would say, worthy changes going on at the moment, but there are changes happening. So I'm all right with that. And I'm getting like weird frame rate lag just dropping out. That's concerning. Our standard barrels, metal barrel, which I wish I could craft the fuel drums. I need 2 valves. I want to say it was the cooling units and circuit boards. That's all I needed to finish up the plane. There's really no reason to go out and mess with the sharks, unfortunately. We'll probably get us a good nap here on this island. Do a quick little run through. I think this is the dangerous side. Let's get up here. Oh no! No! Okay, now I'm poisoned. Oh shit, they're fast. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's not what I wanted to happen. Nice. Sanity's dangerously low. My stamina is dangerously low. I know we got that done a while ago. Now we're going to see what we've got down here to fix the poison. Grab him up. Okay, let's see what we got, because that poison will slowly kill us. Grab a couple of bandages. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, wonderful. We're going to apply that bandage just to get us some health going. Okay, let's go. Come on, where's it at? Poison, tobacco, or Chicona bark. Tea will reduce the effects of poison until fully recovered. Okay. We're going to put that in there, put that in there. Ooh, refillable beer bottle. Keeps coconut. We'll throw the screws in here. We don't need those. We don't need the plastic. Throw the cloth in there. Throw the kava in there. Lemongrass. We'll keep the bug repellent. And we're gonna see. Damn, did my stamina take that big of a hit? Let's see. Yeah, I didn't realize stamina took that big of a chunk from us. That's a little concerning, but what the fuck was that? Did we just take damage? We're gonna see if we're gonna die. Hopefully not. It just looks like we're taking little bits of damage. Nothing too severe. All right. It's about to finish up. We're gonna see how this poison works. Looks like it's about to go out. Oh shit, that scared me. I guess it's me taking damage. Now we've got some rapid health loss. I guess I wouldn't really call it rapid. There it goes. It's gone. I was worried he's going to keep ticking away. What? We look to be all right. We look fine. Yeah. I'm going to go to sleep. Let's get some sleep and finish exploring the island, and hopefully some stuff will start to pop up for us. All right, got us 2 coconuts in us. Let's climb up the mountain. Probably the dumbest. Hey, coconut. Probably the dumbest decision I can make would be scaling this thing this way. There, another coconut. Cool. That's one of the nice things about what we have done is leaving coconuts laying everywhere. We can just kind of gather them up as we're out exploring anyways. I am curious where these, let's see, there's 3 missing artifacts. Oh, nope. Stay away. Can you hear them scuttling? It was one of the spiders. I'm not sure which one. Oh, no. Fuck off. Let's get up here and kind of see if we can see anything off in the distance. We got, we got the little cluster of islands we got to go to. Sadly, there's not a whole lot here on this island that I've noticed. We got this little cluster right here. I do want to dive back down and see what's down there. I remember there was a car we broke down at one point, and I wonder if there's any parts left down there that I didn't get originally that may have respawned, or may just be sunk down to the bottom. We'll try that out, but we'll go there to that island. We'll go to the original island, and then kind of see how things are going in the world after that. But sadly, I haven't found it really any changes yet. Everything seems to be basically the same. I haven't seen any of the snakes that were said to be in, but I'm hoping with enough time in the game that those will start to spawn in. Silver ore, I don't need to worry about that. Let's go get on the boat and continue on. All right, so we made it over here to this random tree here. I'm wondering why the developer did decide to put a tree here. I wonder if it's just a placeholder. Oh, goodness. This is not going to be fun. But we're going to have to dive down. At least get in the water and hopefully not. Okay. And get on the back on the... Oh, there it goes. No! You bitch. You dirty bitch. Where are you at? So yeah, there definitely are sharks. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Come on. Oh, lighting these things up out here on the rocky waters is not fun. Get some light going. Yeah, they definitely have to fix the brightness on these torches because they are... I mean, these aren't as bright as like the little fire I lit. That was unbelievably bright. Those aren't too bad. Okay. I think going out in the water here might be a death sentence. I'm not seeing the shark. Maybe we're going to hang out for a little bit, get a nap in, and you know what? Like, we'll go over to this island real quick. We'll come back over here because we're not going to be able to sleep. The way the sleep function works in the game, like it's a little off. I think it needs a little more fine tuning because if your sanity and energy aren't low enough, you can't sleep. At least not very often you can't. Get a little bit closer. I can see the shallows. But yeah, fucking with the sharks in the middle of the night, it's not going to bode well for us. What was that? What a weird audio cue. I'm not sure why. Let's go ahead and get us a sip of water. Got some sticks here. Basic little throw together shelter that we used to figure out really how the building would work and trying to get a shelter built on every island, but we got the basics down. There's the containers. Hopefully there's not a shark right here waiting for me because I think originally there was a shark that was fucking with me. Right here. No, not there. Yep, there's the shark. You stay out there, buddy. What's weird is they're a little bit easier to see in the water from a distance at night than they are in the day. In the day, they're really light colored and they kind of blend in. But at night, they kind of stick out. It's a little concerning. Yeah, see, they stick out much better. I can see that one way back there. Just the way the shading works on them. I haven't Some chili pepper plant. Yeah, let's get some peppers. Might as well collect them. It's not going to hurt anything. Oh, crab. They don't give us much of anything. It was kind of a starter survival thing. Now it's, oddly enough, it's coconuts that keep us really alive. And just turtles and coconuts is basically what we've been surviving off of, and a few birds here and there. We haven't had much of a variety in our diet. Had some bananas. We ain't had snake yet. That shark's pretty close up to the land. At least we don't have more land sharks like they used to. They used to just bite you through the dirt. It was a little concerning. I think this is where we found... It was like a... Hey, ooh. I hadn't seen that before. I feel like this was not as deep in the water I was here last time. Maybe they made a few micro changes to the environment. Just slightly adjusted a few things. Small stick, I'll take it. And this island isn't very big. Maybe we can get a nap in. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything worth at this island either. I'm almost afraid that I'm going to have to basically completely restart the game to get everything to work appropriately, because I almost feel like I've had too many glitches and issues with the game itself, and maybe it's bricked any progress moving forward. Hoping that's not the case. But at least if we were to restart, you know, we'll have a pretty good idea of what's going on, how things work. There's the fucking shark. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to get turned around. Try my best to, at least. Driving this thing is a little janky. Okay, that's not going to work. We're going to have to push it manually. Use our big, strong arms. Hop up on... I don't think I can hop up on the back. Oh, yeah, I can. Nice. Very nice. Shark out there. We're going to try and get whipped over. We're going to try and get a nap in, get the daylight going, and slaughter these sharks with the crossbow and dive down and see if we happen to miss anything down there, which is very possible. Because that was, I'd say probably, 20 to, 35 hours ago in the game itself. So there's probably a lot we have missed here and there. But it also doesn't feel like things have updated appropriately. Let's see if we can get us a 3-hour nap in. Okay, we got a 4-hour nap. There you are, you big bitch. Don't know. I can still see him swimming out there. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 out here. It's just 1. Okay, let's bait him over here. I want to say it's 3. 3 shots with the crossbow gets him. But I'm also pretty sure... Oh, no. Okay. We're not going to harvest them. See. Come on, let me up there. All right, so we should have plenty of arrows. I think we can survive 2 bites from a shark, or 3 possibly. I'm not 100% sure. I think we're all right. Will that fucking car respawn? I thought we broke that thing down. Okay. Thought we did, right? What's that? Oh no, I think we might drown. No. Yeah, there's got to be some way we can eventually make like a primitive. No, we're gonna die. A primitive scuba tank. I'm right there. No. Holy shit. Get to the raft. Where's the raft? Oh my god. That was horrifying. I'm gonna get this. Get us some goodies while we're here. Give it to me. It didn't seem there was much down there worth going for. So we almost died for nothing. Let's start a fire. Okay. Damn, it's a lot of meat. We can throw that up on our rack over here because that cooked meat's actually holding still, oddly enough. You know, cook us food. We'll go over to the Radio Tower Island. I wanted to say we've been to, that'll be the last island we got to go to, really. I'm not seeing, like I said, I'm not seeing any respawns on the predator animals that was stated in the patch notes. Which is, oh, what the fuck? Can't believe I just did that. The uncooked ones, dum-dum. Let me... Oh, I can add it from there. Oh my god. Really, that's why I hate having the hammer out and it being the same button that you use for everything. That'll probably change at some point in the future, but probably a little... Oh, really? Okay. Let's throw that on there. Let's get out of here. Yeah, there was absolutely nothing down there. It was a little bit of a waste of time, but that'll be all right. And I'm also wondering what they're going to do with the sunken ship that was over here, because I know it was off the starter island. I broke through the boards a few times trying to find stuff. It might. It's almost not worth going down there to check, just for the fact that you're basically, you know, you have like just a very thin line of where you can dive and where you can't, because you will run out of oxygen and then you just die. You got to be very quick. This boat seems like it turns slow as shit. Like I'm full crank to the right and it's just, I don't know if the turning speed's related off the sails, off the speed of the boat itself or not, but it seems like it turns faster with 2 sails down than it does with just 1. Yeah, I will see y'all when I get back over here to the Radio Tower Island. All right, we are back to the original island. Let's hope we don't die. Okay. Now, if anything should have respawned, it should have respawned here. There was originally a Komodo here. It was like your first big bad enemy to kill. Silver. There's a car over here. There was a lantern we had that fell through to the abyss when we first started. many, many moons ago. I think it's where we found the shield too down there. Come on, developer, you gotta get something. Gotta be something. I'm really starting to believe we may have to just start over from a new save file. Like, just start all over, just delete everything I have and move forward. If that is something you're wanting to see, let me know in the comments. I get a few comments from a couple of subscribers here and there, but I don't get much feedback, sadly, when it comes to, hearing what y'all want from the games itself. It'd be really beneficial to me and for y'all. That way I kind of, know what you're wanting to see. If you want to see me start all the way over, you want to see me continue playing on this current save and just do update check-ins like I have been, that would be awesome to know. Yeah, I'm not, because I did go and look, and supposedly, yeah, there's supposed to be snakes in the game. They're not here. The animals should be respawning. They're not respawning. And I think that might be where we're missing out on some stuff. So I'm not really sure what I should do. I'm kind of torn. There's a little sharky poo. But yeah, I'm not really seeing many changes from the last time I played, other than some quality changes to the game. I'm gonna get up top, get way up here on the radio tower, check it out. Jesus, I hate how gorgeous this game is. Like, I absolutely fucking hate it, because it makes me want to just continue playing it. But then again, like, there's not much else we can do at this point. I really, really want more. Okay, we've been over there, went to that island, went to the tree. There was nothing there. Did we go over there? Yeah, we went over there. That's the SOS island. There's our lighthouse island, the cove island, and yeah, the big old pinnacle rock island, whatever you want to call it. Now we're back here. Trying to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 islands on it. It feels like there's not that many islands. Like, the world's huge, and at the same time it's not. What makes it feel so huge is actually the usage of the raft to get to and from the islands. There's not many actions we can take out in the ocean. There's no waypoints for us to go to. No indications of any one's last leg. No indications of any additional quest in there. There's no indication of parts respawning. There's a fucking shark in between me and my boat. But it's just, the game needs more. I think that's been the biggest complaint that a lot of people have had. Like, I understand implementing and testing the multiplayer aspect of it, but then again, I don't see a reason for the multiplayer aspect of the game. Yes, games are more fun with your friends, but right now, I mean, other than exploring, crafting, and just building absurd bases on every island, there's not much else you can do. Carry these down here, put them in my log holder. It hasn't been utilized in so long. Yeah, we ain't got much anything. sadly. This is roughly 2 hours into the game in this current session. Like I said, the Komodo that roams here, nowhere to be seen. He hasn't respawned. The snakes that were mentioned, they're not respawning. But like I said, what we want is not in the game yet, but they are doing quality of life updates for us, which, you know, could be worse. We could be getting nothing. But I'm really hoping to see continuous improvement on the game, and hopefully, you know, at a little bit faster pace. So let's get back to the raft without dying. Let my stamina regenerate so I don't burn out in the middle of swimming. A shark out here somewhere. You bitch, I'll kill you. You come at me, I will fuck you up. You know, I think the last time I played, they were a lot less aggressive, and now it seems like they're right back to being aggressive. If you turn around, fuck you up. Okay. Okay. Gave him the smoke. Let's go and harvest them. Might as well. Goodies are goodies. Where's my other arrow? There, okay. Yeah, some of this stuff is hard to see in the water, but that's okay. Hey, okay, it is dark. We're gonna sail back over here where we started at. See if anything else has changed there, which it probably hasn't. I hope it does, but I'm doubtful. But again, if you want to see me start over completely from the beginning and proceed with the game that way, let me know in the comments, because it seems like I'm pretty stagnant, or as of this point in the game itself, and I just I don't think I might check in every, you know, 3-4 months on the game just to see how it's progressed. But other than that, it's not going to be much of anything unless I start back over from the very beginning. Which if I do, you know, I'll probably work on base building on a raft. It's too much of a pain in the ass to take all this stuff off and then do it all over again. It is definitely a whole task, because you can't just move anything. You have to break it down with your mallet, collect the resources. You know, you can't just move an item, which you should be able to, which I hope they implement here soon, where you can move existing structures. I can understand not moving a house, but moving individual things, like basically moving tables, a box, you know, like a bed. Like I can move these canopies, you know, this big stuff like this. I can understand not doing that, because that would probably have some very big concerns on their own, just because the fact they, you know, have items in them, and it's the physics on that is janky sometimes, which I do remember seeing mention of that with the drop boxes. They're going to change these from like a physics based to a user interface based thing, so that'll probably just be a big improvement on its own, because they are wild, I will tell you that. Yeah, I still have issues accessing my bag on the raft as well. At least changing compartments on it. It's I said there's some improvements that need to be made that I'm hoping they do make soon. So I just want to drink a coconut. Yeah, I see. Like there we go. It's very hard to navigate the bag while on the boat. I'm not really sure why. Oh my goodness. It's nice not playing the game for a while because you kind of, you get to see the islands, when they get rendered in and stuff like they just look gorgeous, from a distance and up close. So that's very nice itself. I think they definitely have the quality with the graphics like that. They're very nice. I'm not sure how long they worked on them, but they did very good. Let's turn this off. Okay. We'll do a quick old loop-de-loop through the island and see if anything has by chance respawned while we've been gone. Ooh, there's water there. Nice. That was weird. The tap to drink was grayed out for a second there. We can gather seaweed while we're out and about just to stock up on the seaweed bandages again. Because I think it's a bandage and seaweed, or it might be cloth and seaweed. I don't actually remember. I know those are pretty helpful when you get sunburned. Some tires, don't really need. It's just. There's no Komodo up there. I haven't seen the leopard spawn in a while. It's kind of sad, but also I understand it, especially when you're doing this all by yourself. Like I said, it's all I know. It's a lot of stuff. And I'm hoping to see some big things moving forward, update wise. It would just be something that's very much needed in the game. Like the gold arrows. Like I don't know why we would have those. I've got nothing to add to that. We need a cooling unit, 7 circuit boards, 2 valves, and 2 fuel drums. And they are nowhere to be seen. At this point, I think we're pretty well soft locked into the game. Like there's just no way forward. There's still stuff for us to do, but we can't progress the game itself. I'm just kind of sad considering I've got, I think, right about 47 hours in the game. And I'm probably going to have to just delete everything, which is fine by me. But I'd also hate to start a whole new game file and end up in the same spot. But we would also be a lot more, I guess you would say, efficient with the game itself. It would probably realistically only take me, 10 to 12 hours to get to this point of in-game time. I'm curious to where those other artifacts are. I didn't see, they were at one point popping up like indicators, like, oh yeah, like, oh, there's something nearby, and I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if something's being planned on being added or not, or it's in old places we haven't been to. I'm gonna go in here and check this cave. Yeah. So I'm not seeing anything. Again, I'm not seeing, and we got a lot of shark teeth and shark fins. At least we can make another shark axe if that's the one we have breaks here soon. But yeah, I think where we're at in the game right now with the updates that are out, I don't think they are taking effect in the existing save files, sadly. It's a little sad. The hell was that? Oh, I saw something pop up right there. Oh, it might have been one of those lighting up. Yeah, sadly, I think we're at the extent of what we can do with this save file. Ow. Like it hurt, but it didn't hurt. But yeah, if like I said, if you want to see me start completely over from the beginning, do some, more in-depth builds within the game. Like I actually have like a massive like traveling base and build huge bases on each island, and whatever y'all want to see, just let me know. But unfortunately, we're at the point where I said we can't proceed with the game. Nothing's happening that I'm seeing in the updates and patch notes and stuff of the sort. So it's a little sad to know that we came this far and we still cannot progress. Like we got whole ass plane and nothing we can do with it. We can't even finish the engine or anything on there. But hope those of y'all who have kept up with these videos or have been enjoying them. A coffee plant, but like I said, we're pretty much at a stalemate with the game itself. And I think that's what's been so frustrating about the last couple times I've played, where it's just gotten the game, like I said, it's felt stagnant because there's nothing for us to do to proceed forward in any way. But it's just the reality of early access games. They just kind of, fall where they're at, and we're just at the mercy of the developer and how fast they get updates out and what they feel like they should change in the first place. But I hope y'all have enjoyed the video. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. Let me know how you feel and what you want to see in the comments. But I do appreciate y'all taking the time to watch. And I will see y'all on another episode.